Welcome, Gemini, to your mid-monthly career and money reading. We're going to go ahead and see all the possible energies coming in for you the last 2 weeks of June. If the messages that come through do not resonate with you, please go ahead and look at your moon, rising, and Venus signs, as they could have more relevant or more pertinent information for you. I'm going to start off with the tarot, and then we're going to clarify, just to get an idea of everything that is going on for you these last 2 weeks. My lovely Geminis. Okay, so I think there has been some kind of a situation where you have felt that you had to protect yourself from something. Something perhaps, has happened with regards to your career or regards to your finances that has left you feeling very, very defensive, and has also given you the feeling, if this doesn't change, I'm going to move on. So for those of you who are in a job and you're feeling that you have to defend yourself, defend your work, defend your position to your colleagues, your boss, your teammates. You're thinking like, we've got a lot of thinking going on here, and I'll talk to you about that. If this doesn't change, if there's not some kind of improvement, I'm moving on, because you definitely have a feeling that, what's going on here. Things are not the way they should be. You've got to, should I stay? Should I talk to maybe human resources? Maybe should I talk to my boss about it? You kind of in a situation where you're a little bit unsure about what your next move forward is, and it's going around and around in your head. It's causing you to be very defensive. So just remember, when you're in a defensive position, it's kind of, sometimes when people are, of course, when they are coming for you and they are not polite, or they're not agreeable, then of course you must defend yourself. But if you remain in this, defensive position, even when they're not after you, or they're not commenting, your energy's up, your guard is up. So you're taking everything at face value. And because you're spinning a little bit in your head here about, should I stay, should I go, what do I do? You've got yourself in a position where you're not doing anything, and this is not serving you at all. It's time, my lovely Geminis, to, I understand that it's not easy. Perhaps you've been in the job for a long time. Perhaps you love your work, but not your colleagues, or something like that. But you're going to really have to put down the swords. This is also very, very defensive. Take off the blind and see what is actually going on. Because my feeling is that it would be very, very beneficial to speak to somebody here. Either to speak to definitely somebody higher up. Somebody who is coming across here as being very emotionally mature, very in control of the situation. Like, no matter what happens around them, they see the bigger picture. I think it's going to be exceptionally beneficial, before you just charge off into the sunset, to speak. And I feel it could be in your benefit, because by speaking up, it actually puts you in a better position, interestingly enough. But I just want to pull the little tarot now, just to clarify, just so that we can get more detail about this situation. I just want to get more detail here for our lovely Geminis. We've got the Five of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, Nine of Swords, Two of Cups, and the Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. Okay, very nice. We've got a lot of clarification here. Right, so with our Seven of Wands, we've got the Five of Swords. So there has been, without a doubt, for a lot of you, there has been a lot of conflict at work. It could be gossip, it could be backstabbing, it could be anything. Maybe you just one of your colleagues or your boss just talking down to you, making you feel small, making you feel very defensive. And honestly, sometimes you actually feel like you're going into battle. You got that feeling, always defending, always have to have your guard up, and it's wearing you down. It's like, this is not how it should be. And you really are considering, I think there are some days where you just want to, walk out and not even give in your notice period and just like, I've had enough. I'm out of here. And then other days you'll say, okay, let me just be calm about it. And you go through all your mental anguish and what to do and how to do it. But there are days when I can see you just want to slam that door and walk out. You're just like, this cannot be. I really feel that there is somebody in your company, at your workplace, that you should speak to. This person, and they're coming through either male or female, so it could be like even human resources, anybody that has in the position to understand you, to listen to you, to hear you out, to put things into perspective and to make a change, to help you make a change or to do something to rectify the situation, because you cannot carry on like this much longer. With all this going on in your head, we've got the 9 of Swords coming up, which tells me that if you just keep on in this position, not knowing what to do, but keeping it all to yourself, going backwards and forwards, should I do this? Should I do that? Should I speak to this one? Should I just walk out? Should I wait a little bit longer? It's going to start really playing with your mental health. This is anxiety. This is sleepless nights. This is nightmares. So it's not something you want to keep too much longer. This is not something to hold on to. We've got the 2 of Swords to the 2 of Cups telling us so clearly, there is somebody who's going to get you completely, who's going to understand your story. That's what you see. We've got the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups, a cup, and here we've got one of them. It doesn't matter, male or female, or even maybe speak to 2 people. Speak to 2 people. Maybe speak to human resources and to somebody higher up in the hierarchy, a CEO or a CFO, whatever it is. Speak to 2 people, but they're going to sort it out for you. They're going to listen to you. They're going to hear you out. And here's the good news. Here's the good news, Taurus. They're going to really rectify the situation. We've got 2 9 of Pentacles. 2 9 of Pentacles. You're going to feel like a new person after you have spoken to them. You're going to feel like, oh, why did I wait so long? My gosh, everything will be sorted out. Whatever this is, they're going to shut it down. They're going to sort it out. You're not going to be looked on in any bad light. They do it in such a wonderful way. Actually, you looked at it in a very, very good light. I think they like the way that you came to them. They like the way that you put yourself forward, and you are seen in an incredible light. And here's what I love most of all. Okay, Gemini, you feel good. You feel good about everything, and you're ready to move forward with this position. I love this for you. Okay, now let's pull 2 oracle cards for you, just to get 2 additional messages for our. Here we go. This one jumped out. Boundaries. So this really has to do with boundaries. Okay, and one more message for our lovely Geminis. Willpower. Oh, I love that. Okay. Boundaries. Okay, so right now you've got your wand up and you're protecting your boundaries, you're protecting yourself, but you're protecting your land, your whatever it is, your office, your workload, whatever it is that you're protecting, you've got your boundaries up. But as soon as you speak up, you will be heard. And look at that. You're going to, this is the 9 of Pentacles energy. She stands so beautiful, so strong, the world in one hand, the moon in the other, and she's like, here I am, bring it on. Okay? She feels so good, so empowered. Lovely, lovely reading. So that's all I have for you. I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel and give it the thumbs up. And I'm sending you all lots and lots of love.